Hi, this is Shannon Albert from WDW and today I am going to tell you how to do all 3 headliners at Epcot. Stay tuned for all the details. So one of the challenges of navigating Epcot is that there's 3 headliners and there's tiered FastPasses, which means you can only get a FastPass for one of the headliners. And that's a challenge for a lot of people to figure out how to do all of them. And so today I wanted to give you 3 options for riding all 3 headliners at Epcot. Option 1. So option 1 is that you would need to get a FastPass for either Soarin or Frozen Ever After. Whichever one you don't get a FastPass for, you need to ride at park opening. And then you can ride Test Track in the single rider line. Now, keep in mind that all the options I'm presenting to you in this video assume that you're going to be at Epcot before park opening and that you will then be able to get started as soon as they open the gates. So on a recent trip, just to demonstrate this, I had a FastPass for Frozen Ever After. So as soon as the park opened, I headed over to Soarin'. And then I went on Living with the Land and the Seas with Nemo and Friends. I saw Turtle Talk with Crush. I rode Spaceship Earth, Mission Space. Then I got in the single rider line for Test Track. And then I got into the Frozen Ever After line with a FastPass. So visually, I'm starting here and I'm kind of looping around. So that's a really nice flow to prevent crisscrossing. And I didn't have to wait too much. Test Track single rider line ended up having the longest wait. That is not always the case, but sometimes it is. But I did get to do all 3 of them before lunchtime. So that was a very easy way to do it. Now, if you wanted to do the reverse, because Frozen Ever After FastPasses are not super easy to get, you could get a FastPass for Soarin' and just do it in reverse. You could do Frozen Ever After at park opening, then you could go single rider Test Track, Mission Space, use a FastPass for Spaceship Earth, and then make your way over to Soarin'. So it's just the opposite direction. That is option 1 for how to do all 3 headliners at Epcot. Option 2 includes getting a FastPass ahead of time for Frozen Ever After or Test Track, plus a breakfast reservation at Garden Grill before the park opens. So Garden Grill is located in the same building as Soarin', and if you can eat there early, let's say 8:05 with the park opening at 9, it is not too difficult because service there is really great and the characters come around really frequently. It's not too difficult to eat, have lots of character time, and then the cast members will often let you go ride Soarin' before the park opens. And I would recommend asking for your check as soon as possible because it's a fixed price meal. So just ask for it so you can scoot out. And then if you have Soarin' finished before park opening, then you can start as soon as the park opens to go do one of the other headliners. You can also do this with Frozen Ever After, as I understand it. I have not done it personally. So the concept there would be that you have a pre-park opening breakfast reservation at Akershus, which is in Norway, right next to Frozen Ever After. If you can wrap up there, you can often get on Frozen Ever After before the park opens or right at park opening, and it's kind of the same concept. If you have that one done, then you can go do the others after the park is open. So that is option 2. Option 3 is to split Epcot into 2 days. And this is just a reality with so many headliners. If you don't want to wait, then sometimes it makes sense to split it into 2 days. So for instance, let's say you arrived at Epcot one day in the morning and you did Soarin' at Rope Drop and then you went and did Test Track. Actually, the reverse probably makes more sense because Soarin' lines tend to not be quite as bad. So do Test Track at opening, then go over to Soarin'. The next day you go back, maybe you do Frozen Ever After, something like that. So that is option 3 if you don't want to do a single rider line on Test Track and you don't want to do a breakfast reservation. So as always, I have lots of touring information and I will link to the Epcot touring plans in the description if you would like more help planning out your Epcot time. Thanks for joining.